Mersh said I was a sick dog that J-Mo put down. Okay, Serenity now. I doubt Mersh said that, but anyway.
J-Mo did something that none of us were willing to do. We all sat back and watched this shit unfold, and nobody did anything about it. Everybody was just J-Mo took a sick, wounded animal out back, and he put his work boots on, and he put this animal to sleep. It needed to be done. It was grisly. It was gross, but somebody had to do it. It was in pain, and it was only going to cause more pain and suffering.
I don't know if Felicia's on MKE's show because someone was saying it the other night. It's all false information type of stuff. So I don't care. She's got a show to promote. So she can do what she wants. She can promote it anywhere she pleases. She's a professional. She's a professional, AP. She is. I hold her in high regard and esteem. So she can do any show that her heart desires. She's a smart girl. She'll figure it out.
You know what a fucked up thing it is that she came on this show? Do you know what a fucked up thing it is?
I immediately because I was watching him, and then in his chat, this nice podcast stupid was like, "Yo, your girl is on Mr. Kill Everything, spilling the beans right now," and I'm thinking, okay, there's no fucking way that's happening, right? Like he's trolling. So I check the channel and I see her little logo at the top right, and I'm going, nah. Like, no. And wow, I'm shocked.
I just couldn't sit through much more of it. I tried to be polite for Mr. Kill Everything. I said, let me not fuck his entire shit up here. But I was like, there's only so much I can listen to bullshit before I'm like, no.
It had to be done.
It's hard to be devil's advocate, and I'm trying my best.
I'm not trying to insult. I was trying to.
I'm not trying to insult all my guests.
Mazzy, Karmic honest question. Felicia was a little questionable about her status with you. Can you confirm what it is? We're all confused. I'm kind of DL with whatever I want to talk about concerning Felicia. I just don't talk about it too much. I just want to give her, praise, and that's all I'll do. But yeah, I'm sure people ask that question, and hey, I don't know what the answer was. I'm not listening to MKE's stream personally, so I have no reason to watch. But hey, I don't know. I just don't know. That's whatever her opinion is. And whatever it may be, so be it. I just don't know, Mazzy, what the question is or what she was asked, or her answer. So I'm just not listening to it. So I'm cool with it.
I had Pay My Am up for a while. Pay My Am, thank you for the $5. Felicia, is KarmicX your boyfriend? As in you two being a couple? No wishy-washy answer, please. Thanks. Wow, this is written right up before our eyes.
Good work,
Felicia. I don't know, Felicia, comment?
Good work. He's going to take this real well, by the way. Stupid.
So you guys dating or not in a committed relationship? Or
well, she's done here, bro. Just let her go. Is he your boyfriend, yay or nay? Thank you. That's all the answer we needed.
You're welcome.
Mazzy was coming in. Which was a little questionable in status with her. Can you confirm what it is? We're all confused. I do not. I'm of the mindset. I think I'm gonna also kind of talk less about my relationship status with Felicia, just because it's nobody's business, really. I kind of feel like I let too many people know, but it was a situation that developed under the watchful eye of this world. So moving forward, I'm just gonna kind of, keep the lid on things concerning us. So I'm trying to, but we'll see how it progresses. But that's how I'm gonna go about it. But less said, the better. I feel to this world, so. Moving forward, I'm going to just talk about other things like, everything wrapping around this issue goes back to fuckface McGee. It goes back to Mr. Dixon. So I do not want to give that fucking idiot any more things to ingratiate himself, more publicity, kind of. And I feel whatever friendship, relationship that me and Felicia have, it's always going to have that fucking dark cloud that is Dickface Dixon hanging overhead. So I think I'm just trying to find a way to not speak so much about it, not to put too much daylight on this issue. But I digress. Thank you for the tenor, Mazzy.
Enjoy. Felicia, how you doing?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm living. How's dating life? How's life now that you're dating KarmicX? How is everything going?
It's going good. Thank you for asking.
Well, I think everybody's just kind of curious how that's going.
I know it's. I mean, I wasn't really into making it a public thing, but it ended up happening that way. So after that, I just kind of rolled with it. So I understand. You know,
so are you guys like going steady? Is it like you guys are going steady now?
Yeah, I mean, he gave me his class ring and varsity jacket, and I wear that every day. And you know,
Gave you this
Whoa.
No, it's you know, it's like I had a great time hanging out with him. It was a lot of fun. I really didn't expect it to go as well as it went, and you know that was something that happened, and now we're just back to living our regular lives, and that's what we're doing.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine he's a trip. I'm like entertaining, fun guy to be around, like just because his vibe. But you do see where a lot of his pushback's been coming lately, right? About the ball washing.
I do, but at the same time, I have an understanding that he is not somebody who is coming from being in any sort of show business at all. So it's gonna be that way until he gets more time and experience under his belt, and that's just it. That he's not a stand-up comedian. He's not coming from a history of broadcasting. So for anybody like that, it's an honor to be on Kevin Brennan's show. I mean, even for somebody like me, it feels like an honor, honestly. But like for somebody like him, I'm sure he's probably blowing his mind, and he's learning, and he's I mean, this is my opinion. Like, I think he's learning pretty quickly and adjusting on the fly and figuring out what to do. And but at the same time, like I said, he's only been doing this for like 8 months.
But doesn't it kind of alarm you, like when he goes on like these, like he had last night? Like, that's not normal behavior. I think you would agree, right? Like,
what?
Having to go off camera to cry and then come back and having meltdowns constantly and clearly having a breakdown in front of everybody. Like that's not healthy behavior for anybody.
I think that he's probably in a place where he's pretty isolated. And I mean, his address is out there. Like, he gave out his own address, so everybody knows where he lives now. Nobody's going to call them. Yeah, because he wants people to, it's like a P.O. box, and he wants people to send him gifts if they want. But, like, I'm saying, if you look at that shit on a map, that shit is fucking brutal. That is a brutal territory to be in. I have been in a territory like that, like passing through for.
Yeah, you're not moving. You're not moving out there.
I didn't know he was doxxed. I didn't know he was doxxed.
That whole area.
It's a dirt farm out there. I've seen the pictures that people have put up. Yeah, it's like a giant dirt farm.
No, I haven't seen any of that shit.
There's not even a stop sign, I don't think, anywhere.
Let me ask Felicia this, since she hung out with him. Okay, so he's tuned up for his show. He's performative, and to some aspect, maybe some of it's an act, some of it's performative. So, like, how does that stack up to basically living or hanging out with him for many days on end? Like, what would you say? And then also he's got the one persona as the ball washer on certain shows, and then he has the like, you know, tuned up guy when he's by himself. So is he more like the ball washer IRL, or is he more like the mega, you know, badass dude?
Well, in real life around me, he was a total sweetheart. He was a great house guest. You know, he's polite, he has manners. He's great. You know, it's great to have conversations with him. We talked a lot. He was down to do anything. You know, we went to a lot of places. We did a lot of stuff. So, I mean, but that's probably a different scenario from him just like hanging out with a bunch of guys. I don't know what he would be like in that scenario, because, you know, my scenario was more of like a, hey, let's see if we can actually develop like a real serious relationship. Because before we met up, we both talked on the phone for a couple months, and I am looking for an actual real relationship, and he said he was. So that was the actual real motivation to meet. But on the fly, he kind of wanted to do live streams in the hotel, and I did agree to that. So that's where it became like this public thing. But so in real life, no, he's not. He's just a sweetheart.
What I'm concerned about is like, and I agree too, because I think it's everybody's perception that you are encouraging some of that behavior behind the scenes.
Me? No. What behavior?
Like the drinking, or not even the drinking. I think everybody's thinking he's dried out because of you, but I think you're encouraging the crash outs.
I get what J-Mo's saying, but I want to add my own 2 cents in here. We do, a lot of us, and yes, even myself, Felicia, feel like that you're encouraging things behind the scenes.
No, not at all. Because as somebody who has been, I don't know, I'm a stand-up comedian, and I've been doing that for about 17 years, and I've been touring doing that. And as somebody who has that background, you can't. I understand like how creative people operate, and you cannot. I'm not somebody who wants to encourage anything in a certain way. Like, everybody has to find their own path. So, and to address what you would call crash outs, he's been doing that for a while. Like, he's been doing that since before I even started talking to him.
Yeah, I mean, there's something wrong with him for sure. Like, there's something that doesn't quite compute, because that's not an act what he's putting on. Like, you can tell different, like, there is an act that the leather jacket and the sunglasses, that's an act. That's an act. When he's screaming into or losing his mind over the smallest thing, that's not an act. There's something there. There's something going on with him. I mean, he got mad at me. All I did was I just sent him an encouraging message, and I got 10 minutes of why I'm a piece of shit. So there's something that's missing up there. There's something that's not right, because normal people don't read a message, find a keyword, and then spaz out for 10 minutes.
Dude, none of us are normal people. Anybody who is into doing any of this shit, we're not normal. We're not calibrated the same way as the average person who has a 9 to 5. What you're saying, you could literally say about any comedian, like, who is extreme. You know, like, but
it's not an act, and he's not a comedian. It's a dangerous game he's playing. He's acting like he's the tough guy. He's going to get himself hurt.
Oh, I think I have to agree. I think I have to agree with J-Mo. No, Felicia, I think that's a close-minded response to this. But I think I have to go with J-Mo on this. The guy's not working. I don't know what his income is and all that stuff, but all he does is he's at home and he looks at the stuff all day long, and everything's eating away at him. I mean, I was in your boyfriend's chat last night, and I was just typing in the free chat. He's putting everything up, and he's spurging out and going fucking nuts. This can't be right.
But okay, here's another point, counterpoint though. Like, if he's been doing these crash outs for like 3-4 months at this point, and he's had really like extreme ones, and he's so persistent on streaming, like nothing's like shakes him. He comes back the next day, he's just like, all right, well, last night was no good, today's good. So like he's kind of like built for whatever he's doing, streaming all the time. So like maybe you guys are thinking like, wow, this is like really getting intense, it's getting extreme, it's building to something. But maybe it's just like, maybe it's real, like Mo speculates, maybe it's some part act, some part real, but like he's doing fine with it. I mean, he basically shows up every day to stream. So like,
well, if it were not an act, then he would not be able to. It would not shut off when it was over. And so
I'm gonna call bullshit. That is not an act what he's putting on. The
have you met him in person?
I can understand people. You can see that somebody is not acting. That's not an act.
You can think that you understand people, and I understand where you're coming from, but you can't understand a person. And I was only around him for 3 weeks. That's not even long enough to know who a person really is.
He wants to marry you now. So I mean, what are we talking about? That's what I mean. Like I'm just saying it's not normal behavior, and that is not an act. And I'm not going to play along and pretend like it's an act when we all know it's not. That's not an act. The sunglasses, the dancing, the vest, that's an act. The screaming and losing his mind is not an act, and he's going to hurt himself or somebody. I promise you that.
I get that. I get that that's your take, but I'm saying, like, at the end of the day, you still don't know until you are physically around a person in their presence for an extended period of time. And I'm even admitting that 3 weeks is not long enough. But what I'm saying is, if that, I'm going to say, quote unquote, character that he's doing on a stream, if that was how he really was, like in real, I would have seen it within those 3 weeks. Now, I can tell you that there are other people out there who look like they're healthy people, and they are not healthy people. But a lot of people are fooled because you can go on. He's doing these streams maybe for 2 hours a day. Last night, I guess he does 4 hours, right? So for 2 to 4 hours, you go on a stream. You can pretend to be whoever the fuck you want, and people might believe it. So, but the whole rest of your day, it is not the same. It's not, you're not that person the whole rest of the day. Some people, I guess, are, but I'm saying, like, when you say it's not an act, I'm not sure if you're referring to, like, you think he's a person who's, like, losing his temper in real life or you know, breaking out into tears randomly.
I think he's a spurred retard. I think that's what it boils down to, because he loses his mind over the smallest things. I'm telling you now, like, I get the act that he's putting on as far as outside of that, but the constant meltdowns that he's having, that's not an act.
But
he's having actual meltdowns. No, and Mo, if you think it's an act, then that's problematic. I'm just going to tell you now.
Mo, when I was watching last night, he was ranting like at the top of his range of screaming and yelling about MK, and then like he like just stopped it instantly and was like, oh, and he like addressed the chat from like the money that someone gave him, and he was all like butt kissing.
I know. I watched the same thing. I watched him.
He like shifts really.
Leave. I watched him cry. I watched him put his hand over the kid. Look,
but he can shift like within like a split second. So that makes me think like he does do like a lot of the performative yelling, because you can see him where he can just like stop and start laughing for a sec and then go right back into like screaming about
100%. There's performative yelling, but I think we all know what I'm talking about. It's not the performative. It's not the performative yelling. It's the losing his mind and having a meltdown, and you could tell somebody's having a mental break. He had a mental break last night.
Well,
in front of
us. Going back to what she said, she definitely said something I agree with, and I'm also going to play devil's advocate while agreeing. But hanging around a person in person is definitely hanging around someone in real life. I'm sorry. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I'm getting tired. I got to start wrapping this up here soon to get ready for work. But hanging out with someone online is definitely different than hanging out with someone in person. So I understand what Felicia is saying. She actually hung out with them, and I guess they actually had. Well, I don't want to get into graphic details. They had the experiences that they had. So look, what they had is different than what I'm experiencing with Dr. Chow or JMO. Don't get me wrong. I'll never fuck either of you.
Oh, thank you.
Damn.
That's good.
Sorry, I'm trying to open up a comedic
well,
element to this.
He might be what J-Mo's talking about, like mental breakdowns. Yeah, it's like when you like one of the things they say about stand-up comedy is like you take certain aspects of yourself and you exaggerate it, and then that's what like is supposed to be entertaining. So maybe he's channeling something. I'm sure he's under a lot of stress. He lost his job in December. This is one of his only forms of income right now. That's probably a really stressful thing. And he didn't tell me any of this. This is even just me like speculating because I don't know. But like, I'm sure there is something real behind it, but I don't know if it's something that people need to be concerned about or not. I don't know that part.
Wait, I got to address that now. That's not something we need to know publicly, but it doesn't sound like you're talking about it to him privately.
Me?
Yes, you.
Well, because I didn't see anything that was concerning in real life, like for me to bring up to him and go, hey, I'm really worried about this about you. Like I see the dichotomy of the person who's hanging out with me in real life versus the person who goes on a stream.
Well, your boyfriend and girlfriend, so I can't help but wonder. Again, I'm not asking for specifics, but it sounds like it would be a private conversation between you two, but it doesn't sound like you two have talked about it.
Talked about what? What I just said to
How much money
J-Mo?
he's not making?
No,
No.
His money is none of her business until they take the
That's what she was talking about, though.
No. It's just like his mental well-being. It's like, hey, you're not working, you're not doing this stuff. What are you doing? I don't know. Sorry, I'm having a hard time wording it.
No, I was just commenting on J-Mo, like saying that he's like saying that Karmic is having mental breakdowns, and I'm saying like,
I mean, you know that. I mean, you have 2 eyes and 2 ears. You know that that's what's happening, and you've seen it happen before you even started dating, which is even more worrisome. But nonetheless, like, I just hope you know that people are going to hold you partly responsible when it goes bad. So I'm just trying to tell you now, if you are encouraging it, stop, because it's going to go bad.
Yeah, I don't know how you can assign responsibility to another person for a person's behavior, actions, choices. That's not really how it's all
do it all the time. People do it all the time. It
People
doesn't
like
matter.
to do that. It doesn't make
any sense. Just because they do it all the
yeah.
time doesn't make it
perception is
right
reality,
or healthy.
sweetheart. Wake up. It's just how it works. It's how it works. It doesn't matter.
I don't have to abide by that. I don't have to abide by that. It's not reality.
What is.
It's the law of Mo.
What is. I'm just telling you.
That's just
you
science.
You can pretend in your brain that it's something it's not, but unfortunately, everybody else can see it. It's.
Well, when you say everybody else, that's just not accurate.
Take a look around. Take a look around.
Wait, J-Mo, I want your honest opinion on this. It sounds like what she's doing is she's sticking up for her man publicly, and hopefully, if she has any discussions with her man privately, that would be carried out privately. But she's, from what it sounds like, she's doing the right thing by sticking up for her man publicly. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Me? I don't think I'm sticking.
No, I'm asking. I'm asking J-Mo.
I at this point, I think this is one of the most toxic relationships I've ever witnessed with my 2 eyes. I mean, I think the 2 of y'all are. That's
not what I'm getting at. That's not what I'm getting.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was the question?
From what I'm hearing, she's doing the right thing by sticking up for her man publicly, and hopefully, whatever issues they have to resolve, if there is any issues, they do it by closed doors privately.
Yeah, by sticking up for her man. Yeah, sticking up for her man by coming on a show with 3 people he absolutely hates. Good work,
No,
Felicia.
no, he doesn't
work,
hate
Felicia.
us, bro.
He's gonna love this.
He just hates you, bro.
J-Mo, I don't think you're hearing me. I don't think you're hearing me, J-Mo. Come on.
No, she's being a down ass bitch. That's what MK is saying.
Oh, okay, sorry. One more time.
Yeah.
I'm not even doing that. I'm not sticking up for anything. This is my take on the situation, and it's not realistic to hold another person accountable for somebody's behaviors, actions, choices. You know, it's just, we're not married, and I'm not his primary caregiver. So for you
But
to
are
say,
you
like,
his girl? Are you his girlfriend? Are you his committed girlfriend now? Is that what the situation is?
even if I was his wife.
Okay, so you're not. Just say you're not, because we've been asked like 3 times and you've refused to answer. So just say that you're not in a relationship with him.
Yeah, I don't have to answer that.
You guys are seeing each other. It's not that big of a deal. Like, you don't. He's the one that's going off telling everybody y'all are in a committed relationship. That's why people keep asking.
No, KarmicX is loyal, bro. He doesn't want any other hoes right now.
I thought they are in a committed relationship.
Apparently not.
All right. I had Pay My Am up for a while. Pay My Am, thank you for the $5. Felicia, is KarmicX your boyfriend? As in you two being a couple? No wishy-washy answer, please. Thanks. Wow, this is written right up before our eyes.
Good work,
Felicia. I don't know. Felicia, comment?
Good work. Good work. He's going to take this real well, by the way. Stupid.
So you guys dating or not in a committed relationship? Or
well, she's done here, bro. Just let her go. Bye. Bye.
Holy shit. I suck as a fucking moderator. I really do. No, I was trying to play devil's advocate.
I tried it too at first, but enough is enough. Like, what are we doing?
Gosh, I don't want Felicia to hate me. I don't hate her. Do I have opinions about her? Yes, but I definitely had some of my funnest MLC moments on with her, which I played multiple times on my streams. What is that even account? I am so fucking tired. And
her goofball face off. She ain't gonna speak anyway.
11 no, I'm not. 11:7. She's completely missing. Wait, someone read this.
She is completely messing with him now. Wow, that's what I'm saying. Like, her coming on here is specifically a dig at him. It's fucked up, bro. It's just, I'm not gonna sit and just be a
no. She's
a fucking.
I'm not trying to assault. I'm not trying to assault my fucking guest.
I wasn't.
I'm not trying to assault my fucking guest. I am trying to have a conversation. I already said. I've already said multiple times, even before she and I's ever met, I do find problems with some of her stories and all this stuff, but I've always been nice to her. And a couple of my favorite, or at least one of my favorite MLC streams was with her. Yes, I had a good time talking with her. I think she has fun things to say. And I brought that up.
You were the good guy, man. I was the bad.
I brought that up with her talk about Stogie Bird. When I first heard her talk about Stogie Bird, I remember I was setting things up. I took a sick day, even though I wasn't sick, and I just heard that shit. It's like, oh wow, this is fucking great.
You've been talking about that for years.
She knows I like Pat Dixon. She knows I like Pat Dixon. But we always gotten along. So I'm trying to treat her fucking fairly here.
Well, and that's the thing. You've known Felicia longer than Felicia's known KarmicX, and like me and Felicia were laughing about that Planet Fitness shit with Ray like years before KarmicX started streaming. So it's like it's not a big deal. It's not like we're trying to like swoop in and like steal his chick. I mean, MK, you did say the other night though, like when Mir asked you like, who would you rather bang, Ashley or Felicia?
Ashley or Felicia? Yeah,
you said Felicia.
I immediately went hands down Felicia. White girl, red hair. Yeah, it's like I like white women, blonde hair, red hair. Yeah, I immediately went toward Felicia, and I was trying to say that in not a weird way. It's like, oh yeah, I'm trying to go after Felicia. It's like, no, we got these physical types. Yeah, I picked Felicia.
Hell yeah.
Hands down.
She wanted to play with the boys. She got what she got. You know what I'm saying? You were the good guy though. I went ahead and bid the bad guy, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Internet person says, Gilly, sometimes when you stream with Karm, it seems like you secretly laugh at his misfortunes. Like when he was upset about Kevin, you were acting sus IMAO. Did I read that correctly? You guys want to read that?
Well, I was just trying to bring levity to the situation, and in person when we're together, we laugh at stuff all the time. So I had,
answer the question.
Have a rhetoric. I am answering the question. I'm not laughing at his misfortunes. I mean, that would never do that. That would be cruel and unempathetic.
I'm lost on this subject because I clearly didn't see it, but we don't have to elaborate, or we can if you guys want to. We can move on. We got some super chats. Felicia, oh gosh, I'm sounding like a cocksucker right now. But I was just I'll just say what I was about to say. Felicia, I was like, I'm not trying to be a cocksucker to anybody, but I was really trying to mediate this, and I think I did a terrible job.
No, I think you're totally fine.
We got another one from 1170. She's completely messing with them. Wow. Well, 1170.
Well, this narrative the narrative all stems from one source, and that's why people are going with this narrative. But there really isn't any.
Source?
What's that?
What source?
It comes from Pat Dixon. Ever since
Christ's sake, with
Dixon
the Pat Dixon. Enough with the Pat Dixon.
I don't want to. I really don't want to pile on to this, but there is definitely problems with you and Pat Dixon's story.
There's some big problems with the story. Yeah.
But one thing I was hoping with Felicia being with KarmicX and all this stuff, it's like I've said before, I like Felicia, I like Pat Dixon. I just wish they would get far away from each other. But it doesn't really seem like it happened since Felicia was been with KarmicX. It's like I was hoping that story would divide and Pat Dixon could be happy doing whatever he does, and Felicia would be happy with KarmicX. But it doesn't really seem to happen.
Well, I was just responding because JMO asked me where the narrative came from. I wasn't trying to start a whole thing about it.
Go ahead.
Pat can't be every problem in your life. Like, enough already. Like, we get it. You loved him. You broke up. Let it go.
He's not every problem in my life.
Well, every time you bring up something that went wrong, it seems to be Pat Dixon.
There's nothing that went wrong. I'm saying to you where that narrative is coming from.
Well, why don't you just answer the questions that are given to you instead
because
of dancing
this is
around
not reality.
What's not reality? The fact that you're not dating
that I'm
him,
messing,
or you are dating him? Are you dating him, or are you not dating him? It's a yay or a nay. It's very simple. And
if he's already put it out there, then why do you need any more information?
Why are you not saying it? Why are you not saying it?
Because you're trying to make me.
Oh, so you have a problem with people making you do things. Oh,
do you have a problem with people doing things that you want them to do?
Answering simple questions, yeah. Well, here's what I have a problem with: is you're clearly fucking with this guy, and he's going through something right now, and you're causing bigger problems.
Well, it's not clear, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. Is there is a narrative there? You asked me where it came from.
There's no narrative. It's not a narrative, honey. It's not a narrative. Stop with the fancy $5 words. Enough is enough.
Why do you think that? Why would you think that you know better than me and him?
Everybody knows better than you. We've heard you. Everybody knows better than you.
No, you don't. You're not in person. I mean, that's a ridiculous thing to claim. Is that you have more information and facts
the lady that watched this guy act an asshole for months online, be a drunk fool. We're gonna take your word on mental health here and say she saw a healthy person and said, "Let me make a relationship with." Go on and tell me more.
No, I'm saying you're not there in person.
Yeah, I know. I'm not there in person. I got it. Is he your boyfriend, yay or nay? Thank you. That's all the answer we needed.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm. And the fact that you come on here with me, especially,
The destroyer.
It's fucked up, man. You're fucked up for doing this. I'll tell you
Fucked
to your
up
face.
for doing what?
You're fucked up for doing this shit because you're doing simple things to pick at him, and it's fucked up. He don't even like me, but I'll stick up for him.
Mo, I got a question. Why does Karmic how did she convince Karmic to like go on his streams like the last week or two and say like he's the happiest he's ever been, it's the best time of his life and all that shit? You think he was lying about that shit too, bro?
Have you met a young man that's had his first love?
I got to put Mersh
hello.
on the screen. Mersh, holy
What's
shit!
Hi, fellas.
Good evening.
So, brother, you watching the game?
I feel like I made this very awkward.
No, I'm doing my show. I was sniping both of you guys. I was gonna wrap it up early, but then it got all exciting and shit. Can I give
That's
a little?
My fault, sorry.
Can I? No, I got to give some props to JMO. And I'm sure somebody will clip it from my show earlier. JMO did something that none of us were willing to do. We all sat back and watched this shit unfold, and nobody did anything about it. Everybody was just JMO took a sick, wounded animal out back, and he put his work boots on, and he put this animal to sleep. It needed to be done. It was grisly. It was gross, but somebody had to do it. It was in pain, and it was only going to cause more pain and suffering.
That's it, bro. I mean,
kudos.
You know, J-Mo was brought here as a destroyer, and that's all he's been doing since he showed up on the scene 6 weeks ago. It's just body after body after body every day.
And I showed up and I saw that she was on. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Of all the Mersh, you know what a fucked up thing it is that she came on this show? Do you know what a fuckt up thing it is?
I immediately because I was watching him, and then in his chat, this nice podcast stupid was like, yo, your girl is on Mr. Kill Everything spilling the beans right now. And I'm thinking, okay, there's no fucking way that's happening, right? Like, he's trolling. So I check the channel and I see her little logo at the top right, and I'm going, nah, like no. And wow, I'm shocked.
I just couldn't sit through much more of it. I tried to be polite for Mr. Kill Everything. I said, let me not fuck his entire shit up here. But I was like, there's only so much I can listen to bullshit before I'm like, no.
It had to be done.
It's hard to be devil's advocate, and I'm trying my best. I'm not trying to insult.
I was trying to.
I'm not trying to insult all my guests.
I know it's so
and
hard.
Speaking of insulting all my guests, I mean, I do have some things to say to Mersh, and I hope he doesn't hate me for it. Mersh,
go ahead.
It is actually an honor to meet you.
Okay, I do hate that. That's that part.
Yeah, I know.
Got to do a little ball washing. He looks up to you.
Blow me, suck my dick. I've enjoyed listening to you with Dick Masterson and Ethan Ralph. I know the one you're going to hate is Mr. Medicare. I loved his coverage of you and all this stuff. Dr. Chow here. When I was watching some of it months, I don't know how long ago, and it's like you and Mersh have a lot in common. It's like, yeah, I know you and Mersh. I know Mersh and I have a lot in common, but I don't know. Jokes are just jokes. But yes, I've loved you at your expense, and I laughed at your expense. I hope you don't hate me, but you are fucking hilarious.
No, I don't give a shit, dude. I don't take this shit personal, man. Just don't do real life shit, and then we're fine. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm gonna continue truck driving.
No, I didn't mean don't live in the real world.
Yeah.
I meant don't take your internet shit into real life. Just make fun. We all make money doing that, and we move on.
I just had to open it up to you for the first time, and I just want to say it's an honor to meet you.
And it's an honor to meet the guy who finger bangs Whitney Cummings' sister. It's, you know what I mean? We're all kind of starstruck right now. But let's.
I've been with hotter women than that. So, cheers.
Yeah, but
so Mersh, what's it like talking to a MKE for the first time, bro?
Starstruck.
It's fucking dope, isn't
starstruck.
Well, you know, my favorite part of the stream tonight was how sad he was. when things started going sideways, and he looked genuine. He looked genuinely sad, and he was just like, "I was trying to be a good moderator, but I'm not very good at it."
I suck in moderation. I suck in moderation.
And that goofball bitch just sat there in silence. What?
Yeah, the guy who slurs at 4 p.m. and he's already slurring by 4 p.m. every day has a problem with moderation. We know.
Give me some fucking props. Yes, I'm going to do another 12-hour day tomorrow.
I'm surprised you know what the word moderation means. I've seen you drink.
Kiss
well,
my ass.
He's not drunk yet, so he's going to bed early tonight. I
can change that.
Nah, this is KarmicX night.
Oh, he's going to be he's going to be such a mess. It's not even going to be tonight. It's when the clips roll out. That's when he's going to get real upset. And I knew, because when I started asking her direct questions and she would refuse to answer, I'm like, you don't get it. This is exactly what's going to break him. You know that, right? You're publicly denying him.
Yeah. And then he just was like, I don't know. Like, he reacted to it in a very weird way. Like, he just didn't, because I super chatted him and told him, and you could just see it wasn't, it's kind of like somebody being like, "Hey, your dad died." And you're like, and you're still at work, like doing something, and you're like, damn, you know what I mean? And you're like, nah, it's cool, man. And it's like, you're gonna be down at the bar later having a drink, being like,
I'm gonna creep up on him, and it's just gonna hit him, because like, he doesn't like Chow, he doesn't like MKE, and he really, really doesn't like me for whatever reason.
Well, to be
definitely not gonna like me now.
To be fair, Chow gives off a constant air of untrustworthiness.
Absolutely.
I never trust him, but I'm like, all right, what's up, Chow? Like, I'm cool with him. I like the guy. I just don't trust him.
Chow and I, we did a podcast together before I was ever on MLC. But that's another long story. Holy shit, KarmicX is doing some weird shit right now. I'll put this up on screen.
Oh, please do. We need to see.
Okay, unmute.
Cut the mic.
Oh, fuck, I missed it.
Oh, we're having a dance party. Oh my God, this song is now ruined for me because I'm Patrick Milton.
Yeah.
Yes.
Milton.
Yes.
Milton.
Yes, this is a song that Patrick Milton did.
He killed it too.
That's what
I rode a roller coaster. I ate a chicken sandwich.
I have a girlfriend. I have a girlfriend. I am not gay. I have a girlfriend. I have a girlfriend. I rolled on a roller coaster. I have a girlfriend. I ate a chicken sandwich. I have a girlfriend. I have a girlfriend. I rode on a roller coaster. I have a girlfriend.
He's doing a lot of dancing tonight. He is upset. When he dances like this, he is upset. I'm going to tell you right now.
You know what?
It's fucking dry. I tried to impersonate Patrick Milton, but holy shit, my throat is dry.
He's Kevin Bacon from Flashdance. I mean, it's...
Do some freestyle.
Let me tell you something. If I danced every time I felt anger and hatred, I'd have abs. Like, maybe it's not the worst outlet.
Yeah.